We're all familiar with Rolex watches, known for going up in value over time, but even Rolex isn't protected from a recession. We'll explore why Rolex watches, once considered rock-solid investments, are now facing an unexpected decline in demand and resale value. You'll discover the surprising factors behind this downturn, what it means for watch enthusiasts, and how it's impacting the luxury market. Stick around till the end to gain valuable insights into the world of luxury timepieces. Understand the forces at play and find out if Rolex watches will ever regain their former glory. In the past, Rolex watches were famous for being exclusive, top-notch in quality, and for holding their value over time. Their carefully crafted internal mechanisms, iconic styles, and limited production quantities all contributed to their long-standing reputation as reliable investments. However, things have changed recently, and the dependable investment status of Rolex watches is facing a significant challenge. Right now, the watch industry is grappling with what some people are calling the Great Rolex Recession. This decline in demand and the decreasing resale value of Rolex watches are making waves in the market. It has left experts and fans alike wondering why this unexpected drop in value is happening. The Rolex Recession isn't your typical economic downturn. It's a term used to describe a recent trend in the luxury watch market where the demand for Rolex watches, as well as their resale value, has unexpectedly dropped. It's like these iconic Rolex watches are going through an uncertain time, and you might be wondering what's causing all of this. Well, there isn't a one-size-fits-all answer, but several important factors are usually involved. Let's dive into it. First, let's talk about what's been happening in the past year. It all started in late 2022 when experts on Wall Street began predicting possible trouble in the US economy and stock market because the Federal Reserve was thinking about increasing interest rates. However, despite these concerns, the overall economy managed to stay relatively stable. Instead, the Federal Reserve's aggressive monetary approach, which some liken to a blitzkrieg, had a different effect. It led to a significant drop in the secondary market for luxury watches. Since reaching its highest point in March 2022, the market index for luxury watches, which tracks the prices of 60 high-end timepieces from brands like Rolex, Patek Philippe, and Audemars Piguet, has seen a big 32% decline. A similar index focused solely on Rolex models also experienced a 27% drop during the same period. This decrease in watch prices can be traced back to the Federal Reserve's aggressive moves to tighten monetary policy over the last 5 quarters. As the Federal Reserve increased interest rates, it raised concerns about a potential economic slowdown, causing investors to cut back on spending on luxury items and save more instead. The decline in the value of cryptocurrencies, which was also impacted by the rising interest rates, added to the reduced demand for watches. In recent years, the most expensive watches have seen the biggest drops in value. Over the past year, watches priced between $50,000 and $100,000 increased by more than 15% in cost, while watches priced between $10,000 and $20,000 decreased by 10.4%. According to data from Watch Charts, the price range for watches priced between $5,000 and $10,000 saw a decrease of 6.8%. When we compare the performance of luxury timepieces to the stock market, it's clear that watches have performed significantly worse since the Federal Reserve began raising interest rates in March 2022. This has raised some serious concerns. During this time, the S&P 500 index, which tracks the performance of major US stocks, actually saw an approximately 8% increase. This stark difference in performance between luxury watches and stocks has caught the attention of the people. Some luxury watch brands suffered more significant losses than others. For instance, the Rolex Market Index, which monitors the 30 Rolex models with the highest value, experienced a 12.5% decline over the past past year. Patek Philippe, another prestigious brand, saw an even steeper decline of 18%. Audemars Piguet faced the most substantial losses, with its revenue dropping by approximately 20% compared to the previous year. Interestingly, during the everything rally phase of the pandemic, marked by soaring prices in stocks, commodities, and various assets, luxury watches were not left out. High-end timepieces benefited from this trend as people invested their excess assets in non-traditional investments like NFTs and meme stocks. At the beginning of 2022, the prices of Rolex, Patek Philippe, and Audemars Piguet watches reached all-time highs. A report by the Boston Consulting Group revealed that pre-owned watch sales reached $22 billion in 2021, accounting for about one-third of the $75 billion luxury watch market. Despite the recent downturn, it's worth noting that luxury timepieces have still shown significant growth over the long term, outperforming the stock market. For example, over the past 5 years, the Rolex index has increased by more than 55%. In fact, luxury watches have proven to be a robust investment choice compared to more conventional options. Earlier this year, a report by the Boston Consulting Group revealed that despite broader market downturns during the pandemic, the average prices in the secondary market for top models from the 3 largest luxury watch brands increased at a remarkable rate of 20%. This was in contrast to the annual rate of 8% for the S&P 500 index, showing that luxury watches were still holding their value well. However, several intertwined factors play a role in downturns like these. One significant factor is the ever-changing preferences of consumers. It's a historical fact that the tastes of luxury goods buyers are always evolving. Younger generations, in particular, place a higher value on experiences and digital assets over material goods like watches. As a result of this shift, there has been reduced demand for luxury timepieces, especially Rolex watches, as they might not hold the same aspirational value they once did. Additionally, the availability of affordable smartwatches has also impacted the market. Another factor at play is what we call pre-owned market dynamics. The secondary market for pre-owned Rolex watches has contributed to the economic downturn in its own way. With a greater availability of pre-owned timepieces, consumers opt for these more reasonably priced alternatives instead of brand new models. This trend has pushed down the prices of both new and pre-owned Rolex watches. Furthermore, economic uncertainty plays a role. Even affluent customers are becoming more cautious with their spending due to global economic insecurity stemming from factors like the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. These shifts in consumer sentiment have affected the luxury industry, including high-end timepieces. Speculative investment also played a part. The idea that Rolex watches could be a lucrative investment led to speculative buying, driving up their values. Now that the market is experiencing a downturn, some investors may rush to sell their investments, contributing to the price decrease. The Rolex Recession serves as a reminder that even the most iconic and esteemed brands are not immune to market fluctuations. Like any other luxury brand, Rolex will need to adapt to the changing landscape to regain its appeal. Collectors and enthusiasts might also need to shift their perspectives. Rather than primarily viewing Rolex watches as investment opportunities, they could appreciate them for their craftsmanship, history, and the joy of owning a timeless piece of artistry. The Rolex Recession underscores the importance of a delicate balance between tradition and innovation for sustained success in the luxury industry. What do you think of this Rolex Recession? Share your insights below in the comment section. And don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button to Luxury Focus to stay updated with all of the latest news in the world of coveted timepieces. That's all for now. See you next time.